The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was 25 years old when he married Khadija bint Khuwaylid. She was 40 years old at the time, belonging to a very noble family. She was a successful merchant and was known to be a very beautiful woman. She had initially hired Muhammad to take charge of one of her caravans headed for Greater Syria, and that is when she was informed of his excellent manners and his impeccable degree of integrity. She initiated the marriage proposal through one of her friends, Nafisa. Accepting her proposal, Prophet Muhammad decided to marry her, paying a large amount for her dowry. He led a very happy life with Khadija by his side, and most of their time together was before he had reached the status of prophethood. At the age of 40, when the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, received his first revelation through angel Gabriel, it was Khadija who comforted him as he ran to her distressed about his frightening experience. She immediately took him to her cousin Waraqah, a man well versed in religious sciences, who had realized that what had just happened to Muhammad was the start of prophetic revelation. Khadija bint Khuwaylid was the first to accept the message of Islam from among the women, and she was a pillar of support for Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, till the time she passed away. At the time of her death, Prophet Muhammad was 50 years old, having spent a very happy marital life of 25 years. He continued to express his loyalty for Khadija even after her death. Apart from his son Ibrahim, all of his beloved children were through Khadija. It was a societal norm in all cultures at the time for a man to have more than one wife, and it was no different within the Arab cultures at the time. What was different, however, was that Islam came with guidelines and boundaries, rules and responsibilities in order to protect the rights and honor of men, women, and their children. After the death of Khadija, Prophet Muhammad married another woman by the name of Sauda, who had previously been widowed. A few years later, he was inspired and directed in a dream to marry the daughter of his best companion, Aisha bint Abi Bakr. Aisha was already engaged to someone else at the time, but her fiancé had decided to break that engagement. That is when Prophet Muhammad proposed to his best friend and companion Abu Bakr as-Siddiq for his marriage with Aisha. The marriage was conducted soon thereafter, although not consummated until years later. Apart from Aisha, all of his other wives were previously married. They were all either widowed or divorced. Aisha bint Abi Bakr was a very intelligent woman. She lived a very long life, during which she was able to convey intricate details about Prophet Muhammad's life. She passed on a large number of narrations and sayings of the Prophet, peace be upon him. A lot of what we know about how Prophet Muhammad was inside the home with his family are through Aisha herself. He was described by all his wives to have been the best of men to his wives. In fact, he was reported to have said, "The best of you are those who are best to his family, and I am the best among you to my wives and my family." When asked about the mannerisms of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Aisha's response was that his manners were the Quran, that he was the complete imitation of what the Holy Quran was sent down with.